What is the most disturbing deathbed confession you've ever heard? Growing up, my mother and grandmother had always been very estranged. They had an arm's-length relationship, and the only times we visited were generally a disaster. My childhood was very conflicted. Small details trickled out over the years, but they were vague. When it was time for my grandmother to die, I remember on her deathbed I visited. My mother did not, and my grandmother told me right before she passed, "Tell your mother I always really loved her, despite everything." That was a strange thing for her to say, because why would that have been something she needed to say? I didn't tell my mom right away because after my grandmother died, she was oddly emotionless, and I felt like it was not something my mom needed to hear just then. A few years later, the truth came out when we were talking over the phone. My mom told me that when she was 5, my grandmother tried to run her over with a car because she found out her affair partner was touching my mother inappropriately. She wanted to get rid of her. It didn't work because a neighbor saw and intervened, so my mom ended up getting sent overseas to her father's mother's home to be safe while that got dealt with. Times being what they were, however, when my mom returned, her mother got custody of her. It ended up with my mother running away and being homeless. So I kind of understand why my mother had so much hatred toward her.